Good news to report tonight. It's been determined the patient being tested at a Milwaukee hospital does not have Ebola. We first told you on Friday that the woman who'd recently arrived here from Liberia was taken to the hospital and tested for Ebola when she spiked a fever. Well, tonight we know those test results are negative. She does not have the virus. Chris Woodard is live at the hospital tonight, where we're hearing from part of the women's care team for the first time. Chris?
And that patient still at the hospital here in Milwaukee tonight. They say at this point being treated just like any other patient. They say they are happy and relieved to have determined this woman does not have Ebola, and they say they're very firm in that conclusion. Now, we know that this woman arrived in the Portland area on Tuesday. That's when this all started, because she was being monitored right off the bat. When she got a fever Friday is when she was brought here to the hospital by ambulance. She was then quarantined, and that's when the testing for Ebola began. Hospital staff here say that they were very prepared for this. They say at all times a 5-person team was dedicated to this patient, and 24 hours a day they even had one person suited up in protective gear in the room with this woman in case she needed care. But again, after testing and some observation, it has been determined the patient does not have Ebola. Tonight, we're hearing from a nurse who was part of that care team for the first time.
One of the things that we've really worked on is having one individual dedicated to just reading a script. One person's directly monitoring a person getting in and out of that protective equipment, and we've stuck by that religiously 24 hours a day with every single instance. It is definitely a process. It's very thorough. It takes a bit of time.
And what you just heard her say there gives you a little idea of what it's been like here at the hospital since Friday. All that time, the team working with this patient, going through those safety procedures. Tonight, local health officers here, people at the hospital, as well as the Tri-County health officer, not saying what is wrong with this patient if she doesn't have Ebola. They say they're doing that to protect her privacy, but again, say they're treating her just like any other patient. We also learned that there are 4 other people in the state of Oregon being monitored for Ebola. That's because they've been to one of the affected countries in the last 21 days. But at this point, none of those other 4 people in the state showing any symptoms. And again, the news here, good news, they've determined this woman does not have Ebola. Live in Milwaukee, I'm Chris Woodard for KOIN 6 News.